This is your reading for November. My name is Crystal from Psychic MD, and I'll be doing your reading. Mind, body, and soul read today. And we are going to start with the mind, okay? For my Aquarius friends, what do you need to know for the month of November, please? November messages regarding the body. This could be money, finances, abundance. This could be your physical body. This could be you in movement and motion. Your home, your work, any of that would be included here, please. I feel like I want this. Okay, so I have the world. I have endings. So things are ending for you. You're putting some things to end. You're definitely scrutinizing things. You're looking at what is blooming around you and laser focusing on that. Looking a little bit behind and saying, what the heck happened there? Maybe a little bit of a stubbornness, Aquarius. You want to watch out for that. And a little bit, a little bit of anger I see with this lion here. Let's see where this goes. You want to be careful on, I think that you're, finally coming out of like the darkness. Didn't know really what was going on here. But her wardrobe, she's mostly naked. But if you look here, it's almost like the tendrils of like an octopus. So it could be something that has been dragging you back over and over, and you just want to be done with it. You want to be done with it. You don't want any part of being dragged back into this situation. Okay, I felt like that was like really important, so I was writing that down. So Aquarius, what else do we have for your body here? What is Dragon Aquarius backplate? I'd like to know. Oh, wow. You asked. Here we are. So you feel like, once again, you're in the dark about things. You're not appreciated. You're feeling isolated, shut out. Like everybody else is in on it, but you don't know. You just don't know. If this is a relationship, you're in the dark for sure. I see the hauntings of buildings that used to be. They are no more. It's almost like and I forget this English word, edificio, this edifice? I don't know how to say it. The buildings that used to be are like tarnished and they've come down. So you don't feel that homey, cozy feeling wherever it is that you're at. And whatever this is about, this could be work or home, okay? Or another personal relationship type thing. But you just don't have the warm fuzzies at all. You have 2 blankets right here. This person has 2 blankets. It's like, I'm so cold, I can't be comforted. Again, you might be feeling like you're needing to self-soothe. It's like, all I have is me. You're feeling cold. You're like trying to throw layers over yourself so that you're not feeling exposed on top of feeling destitute in some ways. There could be some shame involved. I feel like all these people are kind of hiding their faces a little bit, especially this one and this lady down here. They're just kind of like not really exposing their faces, much less their bodies, to the world. They're kind of shrouded. So their real life in real time is mimicking, Aquarius, what's happening on the inside. You're feeling shut out, and in turn you are physically in some ways trying to shut out other people around you. Maybe you're trying to keep how you're feeling a secret. You're not letting people know what is going on here. It's a vibration of 5, so this can fluctuate, this feeling of like, I feel left out, and just a lot of changes. You're looking at you're looking forward to better things. You're like, I deposited a lot of time and energy and effort. Where is the sun? Like, I want to be able to sit and feel pretty again and let go of. Look at the difference here. Look at the difference between this attire and this attire. I want to feel pretty again. I want to feel handsome again. I want to feel like what I'm wearing matters. I want to feel proud of myself as a person. I want to feel proud of my body, since we're talking bodies. And it could be, I would like to be able to wear things that maybe once upon a time I used to. It seems like life has been really, really tough. It could be for the past 3 years, 3 months. something like that. And you're really wanting to see some freedom with that, okay? You're wanting to see what are the tides going to bring you. This is an air of expectation, of waiting, but also the sun isn't fully up. It's like cut off in this image. And I feel like because you can't see everything super clear, there's still this anticipation, like, are things going to work out for me well? I don't know. And I just want to be more authentic self. My authentic self, I really want that peace and that cleanliness and that calmness. And I feel like that's what you're really after, okay? Let's see where this goes, because here I have an incredible amount of stress. You could be so stressed that you're obsessed with it. The dry ground is receiving these swords. That could be like negative words, comments, things that you're taking to heart that were not really meant for you. You're trying to shield your head and protect yourself. It could also be that things are just really, we kind of blow things out of proportion in our minds, and we need to return back to this pink area where we are just really enjoying the moment, enjoying a sip of coffee, enjoying a walk, enjoying our family in whatever capacity that is or that means. But instead, we're focused on everything that is crumbling around us. It feels like the earth is so solid that you can't even plant anything, and everything around you is just crumbling. It's almost like the infrastructure of stuff is just falling apart, okay? Very stressful. You could also be feeling stabbed in the back. You could be feeling like you were taken advantage of. People are talking negative about you. You are totally dismayed because your reputation, you feel, is at stake. But keep in mind that anybody who is talking crap like that knows, if anybody knows you, they know that this is who you really are, okay? So I would not really lend too much to that train of thought. It's really producing nothing but anxiety and bad health. Panic attacks, sleepless nights, and your health can steadily decline from there, as we all know. Now, I feel like somebody is doing something behind your back, Aquarius, that you're not privy to, that you're not going to approve of. They think you're not going to approve of. This could be someone in your family deciding, you know what, I just want to go stripping. I don't know why I got that. But it looks like she's got a cloak, and I think she's probably bare from the other side. We can't really tell, but she's facing the moon. It could also be, it's like this person does whatever they want. They sneak off in the middle of the night, or they sneak off behind your back. And the main thing is that there's no communication. All of those words are really embedded on the ground, the swords. So this person is not communicating. They're stubborn about it. They're like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And it's a little bit of a see ya attitude, okay? This is causing and adding to your stress. I don't know what that is just yet. You might actually have this manifest because I'm filming still at the end of October. You might actually see this come to be at the very end of October during the full moon, because I do see a full moon there. Now with that, Aquarius, I see you studying a lot. I see you looking at things, trying to figure out what is going to bloom. All of these coins are mine, and I'm studying and I'm trying to make them grow. How do I make them grow? She's very intent on her coins. She's very focused on what this is producing, but you feel like you're going in circles. I even keep doing the circular motion. The Eight of Pentacles, I always see an eight. It can be a double loop. It's like no matter what I do, I return to the same place over and over again. But you're trying to figure out a way around that and out of that, and what really makes you bloom in the end, okay? What is producing for you? And you're all up in your head. I feel like you are getting divine guidance, but you're a little bit bored. You're just kind of, I'm bored, but I know something needs to happen. Now, this is probably the worst card. I hate this card. I got this card too. This is a Ten of Swords, okay? This is that your panic attacks have overtaken you into a horrible place. It could be that you're feeling so depressed you don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to think. You can't see. You think nobody's your friend. Nobody loves you. They all hate you. You can be feeling backstabbed. People could be screaming at you. I see the light coming out. You could feel like you want to scream as well. You want to scream back, but I don't think that you're doing this, because this person is holding their arms close to their chest. You're trying to protect your heart. It's like, give me a break, dude. I'm just trying to protect my heart. And that's what I see here. The way out of it is, I feel like follow the sun. Allow yourself to be who you really are and just be open about things. Like, all of this stuff is magnified because we're not open. Oh my gosh, you're so in your head. And how I know this is I have the 8 of Swords here. Once again, a number 8, it's repetition, it's cycles, doing things over and over again. You are actually standing on frozen ground. And indeed, these figures appear to be ghosts. They appear to be like apparitions. Is that how you say it? It's something that you need to voice. It's a pattern that you've endured, that you keep coming back to, that you need to actually speak out about and speak up about. And that way you can eliminate these swords and get rid of them. Pull them out of that icy ground. The icy ground is there because you don't want to talk about it. I would suggest maybe counseling, therapy, or really open up to a good friend or two, because you need to get out of this. These people, these souls are trapped here. You could be feeling trapped in your situation, whatever that is. Now for you, the way out is also being open, but going within. Go within yourself. This is a hermit. There is, this traveler is room for one. That's it. But he's got a light and a lamp, and that is going to give you the answers that you need. Looking here at the stars. Okay, this is like a dream that you want, but in the traditional tarot, the stars actually within the lamp. So you're lighting the lamp and looking at your past and how you have traveled and making decisions and learning lessons still about things that are long gone. It's never too late to learn, even about something that happened a long time ago. So I think that is a blessing of memory. It can also be a curse of memory too. So you have to treat that memory with respect and make it work for you, and not allow it to be flipped and used against you, or you use it against you. Worst case scenario. You want to flip the script and make sure that it is benefiting you, okay? So in your body, I'm seeing a lot of cycles there. Interesting, because there's a lot of words in the mind. Okay, what do we have for my Aquarian friends, please? Aquarius, what do we have here for Aquarius as far as the mind goes? I'd like to know. What's on your mind is getting your wish. You want freedom. You want that which makes you happy. You want to be able to stand on something that was handed over to you. Like maybe you got an inheritance. You want to be able to stand on that, whether it's a financial inheritance or you inherit a talent, whatever the case may be. You want to launch yourself out and be your most authentic self. This is really beautiful because it suggests to me that you are being truly you. She's got blue hair. She doesn't really care. Doesn't necessarily have to be that you don't care about your hair color, but that you are not afraid and you want to be yourself, okay? Now, you want to move on. You want to move on from this situation, this scenario, this relationship, this situationship. I see 3 friends coming with you, leading the boat, helping you get out of this turbulent water. I see 3 friends leaving, or people that said they were friends, or 3 people, 3 entities, or compilation thereof, okay? So things have not been easy. Things are really, really rocky. If the waters get any rockier, this boat will capsize. And yet you're just standing there. You're not even sitting in the boat. You're just standing there, which is kind of interesting. I think that you need to make a move and a change, but you're not quite ready. If she was ready, I feel like she would have sat down, okay? So maybe we're not totally ready in our minds to make that change that needs to occur, Aquarius. The next card that comes up is the identical card that came up in the other stack, and this is about taking a journey all by yourself. Going within, seeking what from the past can I bring into the future to create something more positive? What is me that I left behind? I feel like it could be like a retrieval of yourself in some ways, like a soul retrieval, where you're traveling way deep into your past, and only one person fits on this ledge, and that's you. So you have the ability to go back and retrieve what is important to you, and what's going to help you move forward. So I do see that ice melting. I see you being able to speak your truth. I also see you taking your time and honoring where you're at before you progress and move forward. With that, I have the Eight of Wands. This is fast movement. Once you make that decision and once you come to a full circle of peace with that, Aquarius, I feel like you're going to be having a lot of messages, back and forth, phone calls, texting, emails, anything like that. And all of this is bringing swift action. Could be like you need to make decisions yesterday. And it's going to create, like, it's going to be like, I get that tickled me pink. Like, I'm super excited, like a lot of excitement, a lot of a desire just to move. Be careful that you're not moving too swiftly. I would just say slow it down a notch or two, Aquarius, but that's pretty exciting energy after feeling stuck like you can't move. So I totally get it, especially being a fire sign. I'm all about that. The next card I'm getting is the Queen of Swords. And this is where you cut out all the BS. Now, you're fully, finally, within your own power. This is a queen that has been through a lot, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. They've been through a lot of heartache. They've seen the world. They've seen it all. They get messages from above, from the birds, and they're not afraid to fly their own weird flag. But they'll cut out any nonsense and bullshit that comes their way, okay? So I think that, once again, there's some introspection here. What do I cut out? And when I'm ready, I mean, I feel like you know what it is. When you're ready, you're just going to wield that sword and just cut it out. But in the meantime, you're contemplating, you're thinking about it, you're getting more vocal, and the skies are actually getting clearer and clearer, okay? One thing I did notice about this is interesting because it looks like there is a bowl in jail right here. So, I don't know if you can see that. So this bowl, it's almost like it's being hidden from you. It's like the Ace of Cups that you cannot have. It's been under lock and key. Like you're not giving your emotions to anyone until. So with that, as far as the mind goes, you're going to be moving on. I feel like you don't care what you leave behind. You're not careless with your money at all, but you're going to chalk it up to a loss. And you're going to take your lumps and keep on going. I feel like you're getting messages. And you're, going to be pretty swift to move, not at a run, but at a good pace. You can't quite figure out, I think that your freedom is at stake here. And you can't quite figure out, is this a bad thing? Is it a good thing? Because he's half in, half out. So this represents your freedom. And it's almost like you're still deciding, is it good that I want my freedom, that I want to continue, that I want to move on, that I want to move? But the grass is green, and I feel like you are going to be moving, horse or no horse. And this guy, he's wearing his third chakra. It's like, I'm secure within myself. I'm going to be my authentic self, and nobody's going to stop me. Whatever's left behind gets left behind. I just can't anymore. And you are moving on. What are you moving on to? This is the coolest thing. You're moving on to feeling like you could be yourself in a way that you never have before. I feel like you'll be celebrated. I feel like you'll have more stability. Your family will be happy for you and with you. It could be family reunions. I feel like you'll have a lot of loyalty. You'll be attracting people that you didn't think that you'd be attracting. Maybe even somebody from your past if you are single and not partnered. So I think this is all really good news. Being your more authentic self is going to pair harmoniously with your root chakra. And this is your sense of safety and security and feeling like things are going really well for you. The ground underneath you is solid. So I think that's going to be really important, is having roots for you is going to be very, very important, okay? Because right now, I don't think that you're quite there yet. You're still in the mode of I need to make a decision, but I haven't quite figured out how to do that. Now, geometry can have a meaning to you specifically, or sacred geometry as it pertains to like the metaphysical world. Don't ask me about that because I don't know much about that, but that's just a message I'm getting. Moving on. For the soul. What do we need to know about Aquarius? What can heal the soul, please, for my friends, my Aquarian friends? What's going to be healing? What is good for the neighborhood? What is good for them? We would like to know. Okay, so your soul needs a little festivity, a little lightheartedness, being celebrated. You feel like you need some teamwork, some people that have your back, that understand you, that get you. They don't even have to be physically necessarily there for you, but just that we're on the same page. And I fully support you. See these stairs behind you. Feel like you want the ability to elevate. Wow, I flipped those letters around. Elevate. And the sky is blue, but there's a lot of cloudiness. So I think that you may have brain fog, which I can really relate to. Now, I will say a message that I'm getting is with the brain fog, it could be our diet. So be sure that if you are, eating stuff that is causing brain fog, and you'd have to do some research on that, maybe you start eating less of that to help you with your clarity. Maybe you go on a raw eating fast or something like that. That's just something that I'm getting. You would have to see your physician if you have any health issues or questions of that nature. But I think celebrating life's moments, maybe having a happy hour, a couple of drinks. I don't know what stage of quarantine you are in or what area of the world you're in. But Aquarius, it could be that you want to meet up with friends online, via Zoom or whatever, and have some drinks. I don't know. I've seen it done. I've never partaked myself in a Zoom happy hour. It's kind of odd for me, but I don't go out much anyways. So also, as far as your soul goes, there's some rigid thinking here that you need to get rid of. It's causing you some pain. This guy is sitting on a concrete throne. It does not look comfortable. And if you look, out of all the kings, he's the one that is like the loneliest. He's all by himself, but he's adamant this is how it has to be. So I feel like some rigid thinking is causing some separation there with you and the ability to grow and to feel supported, okay? So make sure that not only you have a soft place to land, but that other people do too. Now, I feel like that's a very old and ingrained thing in you, regardless of your age, Aquarius, but it's going to help if you work on loosening up that dogma, okay? If indeed that's you or someone around you. Now, this right here is the Nine of Wands, and this is about being a little bit combative, like I'm ready for a fight. You're not going to start it, but you'll finish it. That's the idea. And Aquarius, sometimes even being in the stance, this is like the song of my life, okay? So I'm not preaching something that I don't know. It just applies to me as well. But if we're in the stance all the time that, hey, I'm ready for a fight, I'm ready. Like, if you think you're going to take me down, I'm ready for you. Your soul's tired of that, honestly. You're weary, you're exhausted. It's time to put down those wands and find peace again and harmony. We know that you can defend yourself. You don't have to be in that stance of like what? And, being somebody who likes to train, it's very natural for me to get a defensive stance and a physical way and literally square up. So that's a different topic, Aquarius. But anyways, I have here the Six of Pentacles. So being generous, looking at the give and take that people give you. Is it equitable? Do they give as well as take? Do they illuminate your path? Is it abundant? Does the energy feel abundance? I feel like you're also asking, is it like when I spend time with these people, are they like spiritual? Are they elevated? And I feel like that's starting to wake up in you. I don't think that this has always been on top of your mind, but I think that now you're starting to wake up a little bit, and I see like this being lit in the back, which reminds me like your third chakra and your crown chakra. And so all those things are going to really heighten up your awareness. They're going to help you move forward, get unstuck. Somebody that can help you. All right, it's a Queen of Wands here. This is the mover and the shaker and the party taker. Just kidding. But this is somebody who is well adored, well loved, She's very mysterious, but she has a way of doing things, and she's going to make it grow no matter what. She does have a lot of mystery about her, but also a lot of growth and a lot of genuineness. So this person you can trust, okay? It could be male, female. It doesn't have to be, you know, a female necessarily, but somebody with a cheerful disposition, or they bring out like happiness in other people, okay? Because right here you have the moon. I feel like you're surrounded, again, by mystery, by illusion, by subterfuge. Oh, yeah. Like in your soul, you're very clouded. So I would say work on your spiritual well-being a little bit more, Aquarius. And that's just delving deep and finding out like what you are about, what you believe. I've got 2 towers here. If you stay, the tower is going to crumble. If you go, the tower will also crumble. And so the benefit of moving forward is that you have the ability to move this moon of great mystery and be able to see the sun once you progress forward. If you stay where you're at, it's going to be a crumbled tower in the moon where everything is kind of still dark and mysterious. Now I don't know what's going on. There could be deceit around you, people not telling you the truth, people hiding things, subterfuge, that kind of a thing. I don't like it. Or if you just continue progressing forward on your soul's journey in a real way, then you, Aquarius, will start seeing the sun. Like it's going to light your path. You're going to see what you're walking on. Even if it's like boulders of that tower that has fallen, you're going to be able to avoid them. Whereas in the dark, it's going to be a lot harder to avoid pitfalls, and you can get trapped and stuff, right? And let's see, all these choices, okay, all these choices that you have to make can seem overwhelming, especially when it talks to us about making soul decisions. But you have to just check in with you and go, you know, does that vibrate with me? Does that resonate? Does that feel right? Is that really what I believe? Instead of all these options that we look at in a book or a menu. Are all those options really for us? Probably not. Maybe 2 of them are, okay? So I would say if you're a little bit confused about where to go and you're like, oh my gosh, all these religions or whatever, or all this spirituality is so confusing, why don't you just start making a list of like what resonates with you, and don't get clouded by what you hear other people are doing, seeing, or saying, okay? That way you're going to attain clarity. You're going to be able to move. This is literally movement. I feel like you soaring and elevating and growing. You're leaving behind the icy mountains, okay? They're starting to thaw and slowly melt. But good grief, it's been a long time, and you're going to get some movement. And how that movement happens is through your soul's evolution. You will start looking and seeing, it's like, well, I've done everything here, blood, sweat, tears. I've deposited all this coin. Did I get back a return for my money, for my investment, for my dedication, for my loyalty? You're asking yourself all these questions. And likewise, when you're talking about your spirituality, and your soul, you know, I invested all this time, money, energy into what I really believed was true out of tradition maybe. But did I ever stop and examine, is it true for me? Does it really match what I believe? Or is it something I just keep recycling because that's what was given to me? So all these questions can really help bring you a lot of clarity. You want to go where things are growing. I keep seeing stairs with you, so I do feel like you are elevating your game. You may feel like you're a little bit like, ooh, once again, it might make you kind of emotional, like I gotta juggle. Well, maybe don't tell people what path I'm on or what I'm starting to think or believe or how I'm gonna go, and then trying to live a different life and back and forth and back, just not being sure. Just know that when your time comes to make decisions, you'll make your decision, you'll be solid, you won't have all this crazy emotion in the background, because you could just focus on one thing, and that's really what you believe in and what's sacred to you and what's going to help you. And that's all that really matters here, to get your footing once again. Right now, your footing is just very precarious. It's on slippery rock and no water. And yeah, it's just too much going on here. So I think that you're going to look at your spirituality and kind of be like, you know what, that ship sailed. It's like, I need to really make things concrete for myself. That has really got me nowhere fast. It's got me landlocked in a lot of ways, all right? And with that, you have the abundance, the King of Pentacles. This is about everything I do has a Midas touch. I have a Midas touch. I am resilient. I am bullheaded. I can get things done. I could be a little bit rigid, but most importantly, I am divinely guided to know where to put my time, money, effort, energy into to make it produce and reproduce for you, working for yourself and not working for other people to gain them money necessarily. But this is for your own abundance. This is even potentially having a garden, you know, that you farm in your backyard and that you wind up sharing with neighbors, sharing your abundance, and that in turn they start sharing resources that they can share with you, and so on and so forth. So whatever that is to you, I feel like this could even be a friend or a person coming towards you that is kind of like that. It's like they are good with money. They invest very well. They want to invest in you. They could be a little bit like, I think, different ethnicity. Can't say that. Anyways, different than you. So this person is sincere when they come towards you. They really mean that they want something to do with you, like a relationship or a partnership or something like that. So I think that that's a person that they don't talk a lot. They definitely don't talk fast. They're going to listen, observe, and then come up with a real offer. But it is concrete. You can trust it. It's solid. This person does not bring shenanigans to your table, okay? They're going to bring the truth, and they're not going to invest their time unless they're really sincere about things. So I love that energy for you, Aquarius. If you can please, Aquarius, like, share, subscribe. Also hit that bell for notifications. That would really help me out if you are so inclined. Aquarius, I hope that you have an incredible November. I hope some of this resonated. With that, Aquarius, namaste. Thank you so much. Bye.